The New York Red Bulls disappoint at home once again. Tonight they fell to 5th place Orlando City SC by a score of 1-0. I'm James Burley for WFUV Sports, and this matchup had a lot to be excited about. It was a rematch of the Open Cup semifinal drubbing from a few weeks ago that saw the Lions defeat the Metro by a score of 5-1. Both teams are trying to regain their form, with New York winless since July 24th and Orlando winless since that Open Cup semifinal against the Red Bulls on the 27th of July. Both sides close in the table, with New York just hanging on to a home playoff match with that 4th place spot in the East, Orlando just 4 points behind them in 5th, and also for New York Red Bulls fans, it was a homecoming for Kyle Duncan, the loanee from KVU Stend, who previously was a homegrown player for the New York Red Bulls. The Brooklyn native played about 60 minutes today and looked decent doing it. Despite all this to get excited about, though, the Red Bulls came out extremely flat and allowed Orlando to play right through the New York lines with ease, eventually culminating in the first and only goal of tonight's match in the 17th minute as former Brazilian international Alexandre Pato played a lovely player-eliminating pass into winger Junior Urso, quickly found Facundo Torres, and behind Torres tucked the finish away off the far post to give his team the eventual game-winning goal. It looked like New York keeper Carlos Coronel probably should have made the save, but it would be incredibly unfair to blame this result on him when he has had to bear so much responsibility for this club since he took over as the starting goalkeeper last season. He has kept them in games this season, he has won them games this season, and he was so crucial for them down the stretch of 2021 to get them into the MLS Cup playoffs. What really set the team back today was the overall lack of ideas and energy. I personally have seen so many 0-0 matches that had way more action than this one. Both teams only had one shot on target. It was an otherwise uninspired and uneventful match. Nick Guzman, my typical partner for this New York Red Bulls beat, was not here today, and I cannot say he missed much of anything. The Red Bulls, however, were able to fire off 15 shots total, but Orlando only had 2. So it would additionally be unfair to say that the New York defense, which has struggled in the past, such as 2 weeks ago against Colorado when they gave up 5, but today they were a bit tidier despite that one error. The New York Red Bulls attack, however, did not do very much. They just threw things at the goal and hoped they would stick. Half chance after half chance, cross after cross, long shot after long shot, and in the build-up, inaccurate passes and misguided passes, misweighted passes just kept killing their flow. They could not establish a single rhythm, despite the fact that talented players are getting on the field together and they're trying to build towards something. They have a structure in place, they're executing what they're supposed to do, and they just cannot make it work. Gerhard Struber, questions have been asked about him. The manager was even booed today before the match when he was announced in the stadium. He is certainly in the hot seat now. We heard from him post-match, along with New York Red Bull midfielder Daniel Edelman. Take a listen.
Yeah, I think, of course, we expect a different result in the end. I would say they have not so much chances today. I think the system worked defensively in a good direction. It was one time a little bit out of order, and this was enough in the end. We have 60 minutes time to change that, and in this direction we played nice, but not, I think, on this limit what we have to go in some actions when we play forward with a better timing in forward runs, with to find in the end more numbers quicker in transition moments. In the last line, I think we was in some moments good on the way, but this was not enough in the end to bounce back in this game with the right goals what we have to score.
Thanks, Daniel. Obviously, it's been like a difficult few weeks. Can you just walk us through what the vibe is like in the dressing room right now?
Yeah, it's certainly a disappointing result. We are sad for the fans and for us, but by no means is it any reason to sulk right now. We got to look forward to the next match. We're trying to get a home playoff game, and there's a bunch of games left in the season for us to bounce back and look forward. Everyone on the team is crucial. We do have depth, so we're just going to keep pushing and keep growing and training.
A lot hangs in the balance now that we're in the second half of the season. The Metro will look to get back to winning ways next Wednesday against Atlanta United before coming back to Red Bull Arena the following weekend against FC Cincy. Better days ahead for the Red Bulls. For WFUV Sports, I'm James Burley. We'll see you guys next time.